Alright, I'm live. I'm live with the conclusion to the Fire Emblem 30th anniversary streams. Looks like everything's stable. So yet again, I've started 5 minutes before I'm set to go. Hello, Kaiser Vlad. I should really give myself more time to prepare, more time for the viewers to come in, etc. But at any rate, so yeah, we're gonna go from chapter 21 all the way to the ending, and there are some tough battles ahead, especially considering the heavy losses I have taken. Let's see, our current losses are... Let's see, Mathis suicided on Marth. Zagaro got doubled by a thief because I didn't know he would take that much damage. And, I think I lost George next. And then I lost Katua and Rena. And, see, there's one more. I can't really remember who it was. I can't remember all the people that have died at my incompetence. I suppose we'll get a list because, yeah, I'm actually thinking that there is one chance for you to revive a character in this game towards the very end, and I think I might use it just to see who's dead, but it takes some effort to get to it. So we'll see. It's not like it takes all that much to actually win the game anyways. Well, you do have to, I guess you could say if you want to take the easy way out, you need just a little bit of luck. Because there are some things going on, and particularly this next chapter. But yeah. Just 2 minutes until we... Well, 3 according to my clock. So how is everybody today? Well, all one of the people in chat, I suppose. See, I tweeted about this, and I've posted it everywhere it's going to get posted to. I suppose I'll send it to a couple more places. Yay, I just went up to 2 likes. I can see the likes in real time, so... I wonder why I can't see the dislikes. Well, can you even see dislikes on YouTube anymore? Oh well. I guess they don't want to discourage streamers by showing them the dislikes. Of course, I probably have like a dozen already because somehow there is always a dislike on my videos like the instant they go up. I don't really know what's going on there. And we're up to 3 likes. Yeah, I'll stop that. That's not good. I shouldn't be going on about likes. So, in short time we will begin. And I think it's game time, as soon as my clock says 2 p.m. Yeah, there it is. So, I don't suppose anyone's opposed to starting right now. Let's go. Hello, everybody on YouTube. Welcome to the final edition of the Fire Emblem 30th Anniversary live stream. We are going from Chapter 21 all the way to the end game of Fire Emblem 1. There are some tough battles ahead of us and some things that I'm going to have to deal with, but it should be a very exciting conclusion, I would say. Can Ephraim get through all of this without losing anybody else? Let's do it. So we've got the Wyvern chapter I was alluding to. This is where you would love to have an archer because of all of the Dragon Knights, and there's a bunch of armored generals and paladins as well, so might be a bit of a challenge here considering all of the losses I've taken, but we'll do our best. Who should I take? I think it's time to start using Alan and Cheney, honestly. Cheney's real nice because she can, Cheney's a guy, even though that portrait probably looked like a girl. Yeah, moving on. What does Jake have? Jake has a quick shot, which might help. But seeing as he hasn't gotten that many levels, I don't really imagine it will. Astria, do you have any weapons? Astria, I'm actually going to bring Astria into this. He's not that strong, but I want that dragon sword, because I just found out that dragon swords are good against the Dragon Knights. Go figure. Probably should have noticed that sooner. Ricardo doesn't have anything good on him. Kane. I think Kane and Abel have honestly fallen out of use. So Wolf, is he going to be good? I don't, it's such a low level, I don't think any of our remaining archers are going to be all that good, so maybe Jake for his quick bolt is actually a good pick. But I don't know how high his defense is. Let's just take Lawrence. Yeah, that seems good enough to me. His defense is high. Yeah, there's just one turn's worth of reinforcements from those forts, so it's really not that big a deal. If you can get up there by turn 5, which is when they spawn, then, you know, do that. So the deal with this chapter is that it is the first chapter to really spread out your starting positions, and that's a problem because I don't think I've told you this before, but you can't actually choose where you begin the maps. Like, if your units are spread out like this, there's no way to determine where they start. Which is probably not a good thing, because it means your weaker units can get offed by the Dragon Knights. So I hope Astria is good enough to... Let's look at his stats. He might be able to stand against them, but who knows? Like, he's got a dragon sword, but that's not, like, a guaranteed thing. So we're going to have Cheney transform. Good thing he already had a sword in his inventory. I'll just get Alan out of there. Also, we have to do some preparations with our units down here, because Hardin would really like to get the Gradius that we picked up in the last chapter, because he's really the only person we have that can realistically use it. So I believe it ended up in storage. Yes, it did. The Gradius is a stupidly powerful weapon, so naturally we are going to abuse the Star Orb again. Now, we still don't need to give up the Star Orb quite yet, so we can still abuse it and its ability to make it so we have infinite weapon uses. Lawrence doesn't even have a weapon. He's still holding that elephant gun. Let's give him the dragon sword. He can use it, can he? Yeah. I'll take him against the Dragon Knights. I think he'll be alright. And he'll probably want backup. But it's hard to give him backup because you gotta be careful that the unit you give them is going to be able to handle what they're up against. So Agumon just charges forward. Our invincible Manakets can be shields. And I suppose if Agumon has a spare slot in his inventory, well, he won't be able to receive another weapon because he's full on items. It's a good thing Merrick and Minerva started close to one another. We can give Merrick a new Volcanon. And Sheeta, what do we do with her? We gotta watch for that sniper, though. It's the only one on the map. Alright, here they come. That's the threat that Dragon Knights pose. They just have such a wide movement range. And they're backed up by mages. They've got a sniper. So let's get rid of him. These Manakets. I should just use Agumon. Honestly. I can shield him with my Manakets. Yeah, that's the best way to get rid of the sniper. Another silver bow. Not that we need it. And I guess this is safe. I would really love to get these last few levels that my characters need before they promote. How does Lawrence do against these guys? They've got 12 power and 9 speed minus whatever the javelin has. So I think Lawrence could... Oh, I don't think he'll double. But there's no way he would take a serious amount of damage. Maybe leave him there. Remember, I am not opposed to resetting if I lose a character very early in. And the way this has begun, I am probably thinking that it might just happen. Because we might have to switch up our strategy a little bit. Of course, now Hardin can get in with the Gradius and start really doing some damage. Because the Gradius is actually... Oh, that's a lot of damage. But yeah, the Star Orb is doing its job very well. I wanted to protect Merrick a little bit there, but I suppose... Yeah, it was not worth Hardin taking the damage, because this is still... They're doing a lot of damage to us. They're still really powerful. And I honestly think now might be the time to bust out some of the promotion items. Sheeta is not level 20 yet, but I don't think that we really have the luxury of waiting until level 2 the losses we've taken. Alright, let's see how this goes. They are going after Agumon. This one wants Hardin. Oh, jeez. They still do so much damage to Hardin. So we might have to reset, because I'm not losing Hardin this late in the game. But they're not going to be predisposed to take out Marth. Because he's pretty good. All that leveling I did really paid off, I think. Or is about to. Oh yeah, Astria. Oh boy. That was a lucky crit, but... oh boy. And we have the mages to worry about also. So, nobody died quite yet. And that's a good thing. I was actually expecting somebody to be lost there. So this is a pleasant surprise. I guess they can't damage Lawrence at all. Yeah, definitely. Lawrence, good. Can Paula finish this off for me? Because it would save me a lot of time. Good. I think the people that are in the real danger are Astria and Cheney on the right here. Because there's nobody that can get over there in time. I'm gonna pull Harden over here. Oh, he... That didn't happen. Nobody saw that. Look at how many viewers there are. Nobody saw that. Right? And for some reason, Merrick does not want to hit with Volcanon. Alright, Minerva is going to take out the Dragon Knight. How did it crit her? Seriously. Alright, Marth, you do it. Marth's actually good now. Which is incredible to think about. Marth. Well, I suppose it's not too big a surprise that Marth is actually good when you use that trick I used. Can't be able to take out the... Minerva's back? What do you mean Minerva is back? I don't know if this is going to be good. Oh. Oh! Oh, yeah, I used the amulet trick on Bantu. I'm crazy. So I think if I go like this, everything should be okay. Oh, YouTube's complaining about not receiving enough video. Well, alright then. Linda, that's who died, yeah. No, Minerva did not die, it was Katua. Why did you think Minerva died? She hasn't once. Alright, I can pray at this point. And the Paladins are now in range of Agama, which was not a, which is not like a seriously smart decision, but... Oh boy, they can't all hit him, can they? Oh yeah, they all can. That was a very not good tactical move. He'll survive this, but now you have the mage to deal with. Yep, sorry, Astria. And Cheney could lose it too. Oh, the mage is going after Marth. That's good. So, Astria's gone. I don't think there's anything I really could have done about it. So, oopsie. We did lose one drag. Kind of annoying. Alright, so it's turning out a little bit better than I thought. Now, if we move very quickly, then what turn is it? It is only turn 4, so there are 2 turns until the reinforcements come out. There is a secret shop in this chapter, but I don't really, you know, care about it. I mean, we don't have the member card, so it's like, it's... Oh my goodness. Julian! Dude. How much skill do you have? That... He was on a forest, I guess. Alright, so Martha can go over here. Hopefully draw both of those guys away from Cheney and Allen. Really prefer not to lose any more. Alright, let's try and get some... How's Merrick's HP? He's fine. You know, Merrick, if you want to promote soon, you're going to have to, like, get a hit on these guys. In fact, all of my people should really know that by now. You have to hit your enemy if you want to promote. Let's just give Agama the Devil Sword. This won't result in any problems whatsoever. Nope. And Minerva should probably go and get some form of healing. I think he'll be in range of Wendell for healing next turn. Alright, so... Hope you can take on both of those guys, Marth. Oh yeah, totally. Thanks to that power leveling Ed did, he's crazy right now. And he'll be even crazier once we have the Falchion. Did I mention we are going to get the Falchion in this video? He's too far away. The reinforcements are going to pop up if we take any longer. This is the boss. He's completely, you know... And he's got another Night Crest. We don't really need those at this point. Like, I don't imagine any more of our cavalry are going to promote at this point. Now, the trouble is... Reinforcements are popping up on the next turn, and I do not think Martha can get far enough to stop them without warping. So I guess we just have to deal with it. But somebody's Dragon Knights. So I guess I'll lure them towards Merrick. And I hope my guys up there can handle all of that. Oh, wow. That's a lot of guys. Alright, so Hardin's doing okay. Uh-oh. I think Hardin and Agama will be totally alright. I mean, look at these guys. They've got nothing on the Gradius. In fact, this could cap Hardin. Why do I still have a thief? What do you mean, why do I still have a thief? Thieves are good. And, like, he's only level 8, but I think his stats are pretty okay. At this for this point in the game, anyways. Alright, I'm going to have... And that paid off. So I can come down here and recover. See, when you have a supercharged Marth like this, then it actually becomes a very good thing to have all of the enemies attracted to him like a magnet. I'm not taking chances. I'm going to Excalibur this guy, though. He's left with 3 health. Sheeta, are you strong enough? Sheeta's not going to be strong enough. That's, like... Can Bantu be strong enough? He can! I killed something with a Manakee, which is not, like, the best thing in the world, but what can you do? I will give Armor Slayer to Lawrence, so Lawrence can give the Dragon Sword to Sheeta, and she should be able to hold her own like this, I think. As for these guys, let's first get rid of the most dangerous enemy there is. And Ogma can maybe get rid of this guy? Oh, that guy had better be attracted to Marth, otherwise he's going to take that Dragon Sword against the Monokeets. But no, with the supercharged defense they have, they'll actually be pretty alright. I completely forgot about that for a moment. Yep, he goes after Marth. And this is wasting the Miracle Sword, but we'll have the Falchion soon enough. Oh, a Thunder Sword. That might actually pose a threat. Recovered for 8 HP. That was not the best plan. Alright, Ogma's level 17 and shockingly has not capped power yet. And Harden has officially hit level 20, so we should probably pass off that Gradius and Star Orb to somebody who can use it and still gain EXP. What is Sheeta's... Oh, I just got an idea. What is Sheeta's weapon level? Alright, 16. Should be... Is it? There's no way to tell. Yeah, 8 HP could mean the difference between a crit death, but, like, I could have just used a regular heal staff. Alright, I definitely know what I'm gonna do in the next chapter. This is gonna be fun. Alright, so Marth could seize right now, but, I would first like to take care of some business. That's a waste of a... Well, it's a waste of an enemy, I would say. Oh, a Quick Bolt. I should actually pay attention to that. Quick Bolt and also Quick Bolt. Because I want to do some item management before the next chapter, so we're actually going to take a few more turns here. Let's give... I need to give some things away. Give you the Javelin. And give you this. So I originally was going to have the Gradius and the Star Orb be on Harden constantly, but let's go ahead and get rid of this guy. Level 17 for Merrick. I think we could get Sheeta to level 20 if we instead have her hold the Gradius and Star Orb. Oh, I just remembered, you can also... I think you can also use the Gradius to recover 10 health, but that's stupid and you shouldn't do it. Yeah, this probably looks good, right? We'll see what this results in the next chapter. Because Hardin's so strong, he doesn't need Gradius. We'll give it back to him as soon as we've gotten, as soon as the Star Orb has served its purpose. So let's see, I think there's one enemy left on the map. I don't actually know. I should not have moved that far just to drop the steel sword. So I was actually thinking I should do some shopping, but... Yeah, I think we're good. Actually, that's all the enemies on the map, so I think we're good. Yeah, why not? Right, so next up is chapter 22. And, I'm going to check a couple messages. So, pleases me that we got through that without a warp, but the death was unnecessary. Alright, chapter 22. This is another infamous nightmare of sorts, kind of like chapter 20 was. Chapter 20 was a difficulty spike, and this is just, it's got even more flying units, so I hope you still have your archer intact. Unfortunately, we do not. We just have Sheeta. I think we can take the same number of units. And they're not going to be as spread out this time, so maybe it is time. Cain and Abel only need a couple more levels before they hit 20, so... I think it might be alright to bring them along. And, who else? Alan? No, Cheney. It's better to use Cheney. So this is the map where we have to give up the star and light orbs in order to get starlight. And the village we have to go to is also under threat from a thief, so we've got to get there quick. And also, I don't think the boss is sitting on the throne this time. He is to the left, to the right. Where is he? There he is. He's got nothing but a javelin, but this recolor of Navarre is actually Minerva's brother. So you would think that they would have like a boss quote or something, but boss quotes or boss conversations, you know, those hadn't been invented quite yet. That only happens in Fire Emblem 4 onwards. So yes, you can see that it is a giant flood of paladins and wyverns, like just a bunch of stuff. So we're going to have to really muscle through these guys. So I hope you brought your dragon swords, your mages, your everything. Everything you could possibly need. And I think there's a good case to be made for just warping Marth over to that village, because it's very possible that the thief will get to it. But I think we can make it if we move very fast. And it will also be troublesome if your super-powered tank Manicheets are in the back of the army like they are right here. There's also shops and a vendor, but there's the village. Let's see. You can actually get some units onto the ledge right here and shoot at enemies in this area if they are vulnerable. But, that's not always possible. They usually move out of the way. And with Sheeta using our Star Orb Gradius combo, she'll be a force to be reckoned with. Transform into Marth here. So, if it looks like I can't save the village, then I will definitely use a warp. So that's always, like, the backup plan. Oh, and we also have, like, one archer, and there's going to be reinforcements coming from those forts. Alright, so we got the first guy coming. He's got a Night Killer, but as we have already discovered, this is useless against Paladins. Let's try and get him to... Sheeta's got a decent amount of health. Let's try and get him to attack Sheeta. Like, even as easy as Fire Emblem 1 has proven to be so far, I do think I need, like, a lot of concentration for this. So I hope nobody, is bothered if I, like, go silent or something. Yeah, you know what, Lawrence? You just take the Armor Slayer. It's not gonna be... He's not gonna catch up. This is where the low movement of armored units is going to be a detriment. I think I moved Marth too close. He's probably going to attack Marth. Oh, nope. Sheeta's in range. Only 7 damage, which is fine. That's not a lot of damage, even with the Gradius, however. Oh, there's 2 archers. I just noticed. HP 7. Let's give Merrick a kill. Because he's almost level 20. At some point, I should get that bishop ring out of storage. Let's see, what do we want to do here? I think we will just want to set up our guys on a force or something and just take all of the hits, dealing as many back as we can. Go like this. And like this. Yeah, forming a wall like this is one of your best bets in this chapter. This is weird. Minerva actually can't fly over the wall tiles. So this is actually some weird map design because you can get units onto this ledge right here. But you can't really go on the wall. It's just a very strange thing. That village isn't totally dead yet. Wait, 15 damage. How did Cheney take so much damage? Oh, these guys have silver lances? Oh, boy. Could Cheney be in trouble? Why are they going after Cheney? Alright, Hardin's definitely okay. I mean, look at that guy. They're being very strange about who they're targeting. Like, they're going after Cheney. Does Marth's magnetism apply to Cheney as well? Well, I'm very shocked nobody has died. That's very... That's very, lucky. Okay, good. He got a crit. He is level 18. Oh, geez, I think I'm going to eventually need that warp. Because how do I punch through all of this and get to the village in time? But Cheney needs healing. That's... Okay, maybe if Cheney retreats, it'll be alright. Sheeta needs healing too. This is a stressful chapter, I must say. Okay, she got defense, which is a good thing. How much power do these guys have? 8? 8 versus 15, I don't think that will be a lot of damage. Nope, no damage at all. That's good. What do I do with this? I see Hardin can kinda slip through. I want to get rid of the flyers first. That was not a good time to miss. Alright, next turn I think we're going to be forced to warp somebody up there, unless these enemies have like an extremely lucky move pattern. Oh, they could like suicide on Marth now. Nah, I think Marth's okay. The Miracle Sword is going to break it at some point, though. Oh, he could be in very much trouble. Yep. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, Marth, how could you die? You were supposed to be supercharged and invincible. We have to start over. If Marth loses, then we have no choice but to start over. Very, very unfortunate. I thought this was going to be a deathless LP. Okay, let's change the strategy a little bit. I did not expect them to go after Cheney like that. Let's not have Julian because he wasn't that good. And instead, let's, Jake. Let's take Jake. And let's take Boa. I'm gonna take Boa just because I want another mage. We are actually very short-handed when it comes to magic. Maria for the same reason. Rift's weapon level is too low, so I don't want him. And Alan's got a... Alan's just got a silver sword. Beck? Why not Beck? Okay, so round 2 with this chapter. Like, this isn't the first reset I've done. Alright, so this is a little better. At least our Monokeets can be of use. Boa should have... Like, I consider Boa to be a very not good unit, but we need offensive magic. And backup healers, because... Like, you saw how crazy those enemies are. Now I know how crazy they are. Oh, and we also have the Earth Orb, which, as I've mentioned, damages all enemies on the map. So if I don't... if I fail again on this run, then it might be... Why don't I kill who? Beck? What do you mean? What is Jake's defense anyways? Jake's defense is kind of okay-ish. He's just so slow. Maybe Merrick should... Well, no, Merrick's needed, like, right now, so... Aguma could use another sword. Let's transform into Aguma this time. Maybe that'll work out better. Because I still think Aguma is a better fighter than Marth. They could use weapons, though. Beck was a music guy in the 90s who had a song about him being a loser. Well, I don't really know what to say to that. Sounds like low self-esteem to me. I should also find somebody I could use to... Well, a Monokete would be very effective at guarding that village, because I don't think I'll get up there in time with the units I've got. There's no way to punch through that many forces. Like, maybe I should just... Yeah, I should probably just do this. It might draw enemies away. Wow, 83 defense. I forgot that Chihi's defense goes up quicker than Bantu's when you use the glitch. So that's 12 warps. I have no idea if it's possible to get up there. It might be if you move, like, really fast. But, yeah, this is actually... Yeah, I'm gonna say that this is another problem. Well, this is, like, the second problem with the fact that you cannot determine where your units begin each chapter, because... You have to... I think you would have to really optimize your movement to get up there before the village gets trashed. Considering the enemies that you have to punch through. Now, who knows if Jake is going to get a chance to shoot at something, but you never know. And considering that I put the Star Orb on Sheeta, I'm going to have to, like, inevitably take extra turns giving Marth the Star Orb anyways, because I don't know if... the thing is, you're supposed to visit that village with Marth holding the Star Orb and Light Orb. At least I think so. It might be that you can just visit with the orbs in anybody's inventory and they'll both be taken away to give Marth Starlight. But I don't really like to risk it. I mean, when you can rewind, I guess you could do that. So yeah, the enemies are going to crowd around our Monokete much, much easier. There's no mages in the enemy party, so I don't have to worry about Tiki taking magic damage. Oh dear, I believe I have disconnected. I believe I just disconnected for a moment, so if, like, the stream died or anything, let me know. Like, I think we should be okay. Okay. Keep you here. And here. And here. paladins can go on the mountain tile here. That's cool. Putting Marth on a... I should put Marth on a mountain, honestly. That should up his defenses. Of course, there's going to be this giant wall anyways, so... Oh, nice crit, Sheeta. I think Sheeta needed that. Let's see how all of this goes. Uh-oh. That's a lot of damage on Harden. Sheeta? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'm lucky that they spread out so much. Okay, that was another very close one. Something's, Okay. The stream should still be going, so I hope, everything's alright. Alright, Jake, here's your chance to prove yourself and actually damage something. Oh! Jake! What a shocking move from Jake there. He was actually useful. Of course, that does mean I wasted the kill and didn't give it to somebody who could use the EXP. But whatever. All these silver lances these guys have. Is this a good play? They've all got javelins. This is making things hard. Okay, guy up here does not have a javelin, so let's get rid of him. Merrick, you need to get your levels. Can Aguma handle this guy? Totally, totally. He's Aguma! Don't mess with him. I have no way of knowing if Sheeta can take a counterattack from that Javelin Pegasus. It's going to do the safe thing. Alright, so by warping somebody up to that village, this just made everything easier, so we should be alright. There's nobody really able to shoot at me, so I suppose I could try Paula against this Pegasus. Oh, it doubles. It doubles Paula. That's a shock. Alright, now they're gonna come after the people they actually can damage. Oh, please get rid of the other archer. Yeah, that's how it's done. Alright, no more archers. Merrick keeps missing with Vulcan on, and it's very distressing. Alright, let's try transforming Cheney into Hardin. Oh, they do so little damage to Hardin, it's crazy. That's a killing edge, I just noticed. What level is Sheeta? 17. 3 more to go. And it looks like it's going to be time to give up that Star Orb strat soon. But then again, we do have a flood of reinforcements that I'm honestly not looking forward to dealing with. This chapter can take an obnoxious amount of time due to the flood of reinforcements that I know is coming. But it might just be what we need to get those last few levels in. And there's going to be archers among the enemies, so what we'll do is get our guys up there as soon as possible, first and foremost. If I could see where the archers were going to be, then I could stop them. But you have to move through some rough terrain as well. Oh, I forgot that the boss doesn't move until you're in range. That's actually an interesting thing to do for that chapter, but he's absolutely nothing. Like, the guy has a javelin and that's about it. Not only is he vulnerable to arrows, oh, he dodged. Okay, he crit. He's got a Draco shield, and in the later versions of the game, he actually drops an item that makes flyers not take extra damage from arrows, so that would make him a little bit tougher. You couldn't just use archers on him. And you probably couldn't just use wind magic either, but I don't really remember the specifics of that battle. Or that item. I should check and see what the reinforcements are like for this. Alright, so reinforcements go until turn 15. Alright. Level 18 for Sheeta. I hope I can get Boa up to... No. Transform again. As you have seen, the transformation wears off after a little while. I forgot to mention that part. So yes, reinforcements. It's going to be a paladin and a dragon knight from those forts until turn 15. As well as some other stuff too. The archers... let's see, when do the archers come out? Oh, there's a guy with worm. That's unpleasant. So it's that fort on the far right that starts the archers. And not until turn 11. So this is helpful to know. Oh boy, turn 11 is next turn. Alright, I guess we gotta block them off. Sheeta's so close to 20. And Merrick is 18 also. Very good. Oh, a Monarchy level, and it was completely blank, of course. Welcome to Bantu. Alright, Merrick, you can finish this guy off, hopefully. Totally. I just want to block off the fort that does the archer reinforcements, and we can just barely make it over there. Okay, that's good. So with that blocked off, we could very easily level up the rest of our guys. To 20. 0 damage. I guess Agama got that last bit of defense he needed. Oh, I forgot about something very bad. I hope Cheeky can't get hit by the Worm Mage. I forgot there was a Worm Mage. Alright, so he's going to go after Harden. That's a lot of damage, though. Yeah, the Worm Mage is, unpleasant. Could be trouble. Alright, who can do something about this? I should block off the Worm Mage, too. Did you really have to dodge 2 times? Oh, the this is bad. This is so bad. 16 damage, huh? Okay, thank you, Sheeta. You will deserve that promotion and so much more when you get there. But now what? Merrick's 19. I'm actually really concerned here. Hope for the best, I guess. 3 enemies. Here's one. Here's 2. Ah! Ah, that was so close. See why I said this would be exciting? Merrick, where are your EXP at? Okay, I'm just gonna block off the rest of the forts. I'm not taking chances. And you're blocked. And also blocked. That was a close one. Oh boy. Alright, so now that we've dealt with that, we can probably get the last bit of EXP we need on these guys. Merrick has reached level 20, and what does this guy have? A javelin! Alright, so for Sheeta to hit 20 herself, we will have her face the boss, I think. Well, this isn't even the boss. It's not even the boss, he is, he's got nothing, basically. But I would like to weaken him a little bit. So we'll take the Armor Slayer against him. And finish with the Gradius. Oh, 6 damage. Now that's not a lot of damage. Alright, Merrick's gotta go and get the Bishop Ring from storage. Oh, nice crit. And a Dragon Whip. Huh. He drops the promotion item. But we already had one, so it's like... Yeah, okay. So Merrick's going for a Bishop Ring at the storage, which means... Sheeta... It's time. And there it is. Sheeta is now a Dragon Knight, as she was meant to be. And she gained absolutely nothing out of that. No power, no defense, no nothing. But look at these stats. I like these stats. Oh, what happened to the font? That's not the font I wanted. How did that happen? I don't know how long the font was weird. So I hope it's okay for everybody else. But hey, we have a third promotion. See how few promoted units you get in this game? Well, like, how many... You promote very rarely, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, I'm losing my words. But yeah, we don't need the star... We can't really use the star orb anymore. So we're going to give it to Marth. And he is going to get us the Starlight spell. Finally. So naturally you need a competent enough mage to use it. Luckily we have one. And we are naturally going to give that to Merrick. I think some people might be inclined to have Linda use it on Garneth to kind of let her get her chance at revenge. But, like, we kind of don't have... We kind of don't have Linda right now. I suppose Wendell could do it too, and that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, here's Merrick's promotion. And there you go. That's our 4th promotion. And probably the last one, because nobody else is anywhere near where they would need to be. I guess we could give him Starlight now, because Garneth's chapter is immediately after this one. But yeah, now it's just spending a bunch of turns getting Marth over to that throne. And since Merrick can use staves now, we will get him... something good. We will get him Recover. Good to have another Recover Bishop. So yeah, that was annoying. But boom, we're up to chapter 23. And now it's time for the showdown with Garneth. Starting to think I've been disconnected from the chat or something, but I'm not getting a message about it, so I don't know. Alright, so one of the last few castle maps in the game. We need our thief. Where did he go? There he is. And there's going to be a lot of mages, so that amulet trick will probably be welcome. Mages have really low defense, so I guess... Let's take... Alan, why not? Alright, so... in the later versions of this game, they actually put out a bunch of Garneth doppelgangers. I don't think they do that in this version. Because it's really easy to tell who the real Garneth is anyways. Oh, they do the whole Garneth doppelganger thing, but it doesn't really matter because the real one always has Moth and drops Falchion, so it's like, who even cares? Why are there multiple Garneths when only one of them is immune to everything but Starlight? Did Julian really have to start all the way over there? Jeez. Alright, so we're dealing with mages, so this will be a bit on the difficult side unless we use the magic shield. It's a good thing we still have that. Other than Garneth himself, this isn't really a tough chapter. Well, Garneth and the mages. The mages are going to be an annoying thing. In fact, I'd better take the amulet. You know, I've never actually used that Earth Orb, but you know, this might be a good chapter for it. That sniper doesn't even want to attack Hardin. Alright then. Oh, 1 HP. What do you know? Wendell gets a kill. No, he doesn't, actually. Alright, someone's gotta have a javelin. Oh, I'm not wasting a Gradius on that guy. Well, it's just one use. Whatever. Yeah, actually, this is not such a great chapter because there's a whole lot of nothing until you climb all the way to the top. Just nice, huh? They've got some tough magic spells, though. So this enemy group might be annoying. Oh, why would you initiate combat? You were totally dead. Don't double him. Don't double him! Okay, you didn't double him. That was freaky. Do I have to use the Gradius on a priest? Alright then. Oh, a pure water. That's, I guess that's kind of helpful, considering where we are right now. Oh, there are some heroes and a sniper. Nothing we can't handle. Having to deal with all these mages is making this actually pretty tough. Right, first get rid of the... Well, fire is the worst spell, so that was silly. I suppose we better use the amulet trick again. So now we have a highly defensive, resistance-capped Cheeky. This is also a very choke-pointy part of the map. So not the best design. Oh, nice crit. Oh, nice AI bug, though. That's probably not supposed to happen. So they're perfectly safe. That guy's gone. I think Wendell will be okay if I attack. Because there's only two of these guys. And they have the weakest spells in the game. Oh, I forgot to move Julian, because we have chests. Some of the last few. Oh, 10,000 gold. Thank you so much for your extra money. Oh, this thief has a devil sword, which might be a threat. What do these two have? Silver swords. I guess we're still putting that Gradius to good use. Wow, blank level 2. And yet another amulet. So 10,000 gold in an amulet. Not really, like, super awesome stuff. These guys are almost dealt with. Cheeky might get a level. Wouldn't that be crazy? Has anyone ever seen Cheeky get a level? I don't think I have. Wow, what a actually kind of okay-ish level on the Manakete. Guess I'll mark that down. Alright, now we just have to move on. We're getting very close to our man Garneth. He is not this guy, he's the guy right behind him. It's good that we got rid of all those enemies. I think I remember having to deal with a sniper along with Garneth. But this is good. Whoa! I forgot about that. Okay. Okay. Forgot all about those guys. That's annoying. Let's pull back, I guess. Do we have any javelins? Oh. Hardin's got one. So that's annoying. I did not know there were going to be reinforcements like that. That's a lot of them. It looks like we're going to take just a little bit longer to get to the penultimate... Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Sheeta, I'm glad I have recover stabs. Like, that was scary. That was a very huge scare. Freaky, this chapter. Okay, so this guy, we might have to worry about him. Alright, I don't think it's that big a deal. Good. She'd got power. Gonna need to... Oh... Ugh. What does that mage have? Freeze, and... Sheeta will live. Oh, that's not good. Okay, good. Alright, it's time to take down Garneth. I will lure him in first with, I think I'll use Harden to lure him. There's no way Garneth could double, right? Oh, another magic shield staff. That's, oh boy. The only problem with this is Harden's abysmal HP. I did not count on that happening. Alright, let's see if he decides to attack Sheeta instead. I don't think he could double either of them, but if Moth is too strong, then... Yeah, he's going after Sheeta. So this is the incredible Moth animation, and The game says my attack is sealed because Moth just outright prevents you from ever attacking, and it's good to know that it does exactly 14 damage as well. So now we can get everyone out of here. And he's actually attacking Merrick, which I think is funny. Oh, Merrick is gonna have trouble with this, though. Because if he spends a turn healing, then he can't attack, and he needs to attack with Starlight in order to not have his attack sealed, so... crit him, maybe? Or maybe dodge this. Yeah, he dodged. There's Starlight. Starlight doesn't look all that impressive in this version of the game, anyways. So I think we're fine as long as Merrick lands the second hit. It's going after Marth. Oh, and there's also the reserve staves. But this should be alright because Merrick doubles. Starlight is still a very good spell, even if it's required against this boss. Alright, so Garnif is defeated. My power is no match for Media. Okay, whatever you say. Garnif drops the Falchion. This is... I'm going to drop the Falchion. No, I'm not going to drop the Falchion because that would be stupid. I want to give the Falchion to Marth immediately. It is the best sword in the game, I would say, because I do not remember exactly, but I think you can use it to recover all of Marth's HP in one go. And it has infinite uses, so all of this is very good. And there's still one Garnif doppelganger left, which is kind of funny. But yeah, that's Garnif dealt with. Oh, nice. There's some doppelgangers left, and there's still a bishop on that throne, but they're nothing. I'm going to demonstrate the... Ooh, a reserve staff. That's good. The reserve staff heals all units on the map for 10 HP. Goes really good with Earth Orb. So we will give the Falchion to Marth, and let's demonstrate its power right away. Infinite uses. Only 10 damage, but it triples against the final boss. So... this is basically the only weapon in the game that can trounce the final boss. If you do not have the Falchion, then the final boss becomes 1,000 times more difficult to defeat. And it also gives Marth this very nice animation. So we'll just finish off this guy. And he drops a bishop ring, which I guess is okay. In case you need to promote Linda. And as soon as we get rid of the other cleric, then we can finish chapter 23. And look, it's Marth's sister! Marth's got his mean face going. So, Ellis tells us that she has a staff that can revive one unit that has died. This is the one revival that you're going to get in a game that otherwise has permadeath, but since it comes at the second to last chapter of the game, it's actually, like, very hard to imagine me actually using it. Ellis is kind of an okay unit, I guess, if you need a backup healer, but she is still a cleric. Anyways, chapter 24. This is the one chance you have to use the revival staff if you wish to use it. So we'll bring Ellis along just for that. And, I was thinking I would use the revival staff to bring back maybe Rena. Oh, we still have 2 more units we can bring in. Can't enable, sure. Thanks through Marth. Thanks through Marth. Alright, so 99% of players clear this chapter by just sending flyers to that dragon there and killing him, and then warping Marth to the throne. So we might just... we could probably take care of that. Oh, we want to get these snipers away, though, because flying unit sniper. Look at that speed. That is actually an impressive sniper. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we could move behind. Use the dragon sword. Only 7 damage. Wow, Sheeta. Oh, Sheeta. It's unfortunate that Sheeta's power is still so low. Maybe if I take extra turns and... I don't think that chest has anything interesting in it. I'm gonna check. Starlight Zone Act 1, yes. Funny. Oh, this is another chapter with a stupid amount of reinforcements. The guide isn't even sure how long they go for, but those 4 forts around the castle have reinforcements from turns 8 to 50, with a little question mark. So there's a devil sword in the chest. That's not nearly worth it. So this is our last chance to do any preparations. As soon as that boss is killed, I'm probably going to warp Marth to that throne. I don't have a second warper, so unfortunately, if Ellis warps down to that castle, like, Ellis has to warp all the way over here to use the revival staff, which is very annoying. So, I don't think... yeah, it's looking like we're probably not going to be able to use it. Because even if Rena revives, I think she would just, like, immediately die to all the enemy units, because we can't warp Marth to the... well, we could warp Marth to the throne and then just, like, have him stay there. I think that would work. Yeah, if we warp him immediately, it'll be alright. We could probably manage the rest of this stupid thing we're trying to do, and we have, like, 5 left. So, sure. That's what we'll do. On the next turn, we can warp Ellis and use the revival staff. Look at how many times I've warped. Isn't this fun? So the Falchion is only effective against the final boss in this version of the game. It is not effective against things like the Manakeets. So we're going to equip the Miracle Sword first. Meanwhile, Wendell's here. So Ellis isn't really a bad unit. I think she has... oh, that's a really awful weapon level, so forget it. Ellis is a terrible unit overall, but she's the only one able to use the revival staff, so we kind of have to field her if we want to use it. So we're going to use the rest of this time to buy as much as we need. I'm going to get the Worm Spell out of storage. I think it's high time Merrick got some much more powerful ordnance. Drop items we don't need. Get good items from party members we're probably not going to use. And hope that the enemy doesn't, like, surprise wreck Marth here. Oh, he dodged. How nice. Well, that's disappointing, isn't it? Okay, try again, because apparently, you know, you can't send Marth up there, that you'll get crit. Just pretend that didn't even happen. It's better that way. Can you use Gradius against this boss? I'm gonna see. Oh, you can. Okay. So it looks like our plan is going to actually work this time. You can, in fact, do this in one turn. Alright. There we go. Oh, but with him gone, the enemy is going to try and block the fort. Hmm. Just drop all of this bad stuff, and we will buy the good stuff. You know, I took the worm spell, but I think I'm going to take the reserve staff. So that, well, Boa could probably use it. Because I've still got Excalibur for... Merrick and Starlight as well, so he's probably good on attacking magic. Yeah, you gonna crit him this time? Nope. Oh, Marth's gonna crit him back. Cool. So as long as Sheeta doesn't goof here, we're fine. She did not, in fact, goof. Here comes another warp. I've never actually... You can't put her there? Where does she have to go? How do you use it? Let's see here. If any of your characters died recently, this is the only chance to revive one of them with Alice if you take her to that blue pedestal under the chest and use her Ohm Staff. Let's see. So I don't know if I can actually use it. If I end up not being able to use it, I'm gonna rewind this warp use. Because I don't know how this, actually works. Yeah, it looks like she has to actually be under the blue pedestal. And, like, where the hero is standing, so there's no actual way to warp her down there. That's unfortunate. So, Rena's staying dead. We are, still losing the warp staff. And we are going to face down Medius in the final chapter. Now, I should warn you guys, I don't exactly play this chapter in a particularly exciting way. But through ups and downs, we have made it to the end of the game. This is the grand finale. This last chapter gets more and more painful the longer it goes, so naturally, we're going to do something devious. In fact, let me check up on something. Because this is the first time I'm going to actually bother with manipulating who starts where. We actually... Wow, seriously. Thanks, game. That warp staff is stuck on Wendell, so we actually have to ditch one of our best guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, Sheeta and Merrick, I guess, are just not coming. That's unfortunate. Actually, let's ditch Sheeta and Hardin. Because Wendell has to be in the top 4 spots in order to start next to Marth. Because guess what we're going to do? And the rest of these guys are just filler. Ricardo, why not? And Gato's along for the ride as well. Gato is an example of a unit that they throw in at the last minute. He's very powerful, but only shows up in the final chapter. Because they want to make sure that it's still possible to finish the game no matter how many losses you've taken. But by this point, yeah. And we have unique music for the final chapter, thank goodness. So, first we've got to clear the enemies in front of Medius before we can take him on. He gives 71 EXP, even though it's the final chapter. So does Ogma have a dragon sword? I think he'll get through with a silver sword. So where is Wendell? We have 4 warps left. So first we got to get rid of that first enemy in front of Medius. That makes 14 warps. He may not have capped power, but I think he's got more than enough in him to take down this guy. 4 damage. Okay, this could be trouble, actually. I guess I'm going to have to... I can try this again, but I might have to pick up, like, a dragon sword from somebody who still has one. Like, if there are even any. Oh, unique enemy phase music also. Yeah, without a dragon sword, I don't think we're beating this. Because this is the thing about Fire Emblem 1. The final chapter can actually turn into an unwinnable mess if you are unlucky or don't have the correct tools. Yeah, I'm definitely resetting this. Alright, let's go back to the battle prep and take a better look at the items that we have available. Sheeta's the one with a dragon sword, so we'll take her, we'll take Ogma. Wendell for warp. Hardin also has a dragon sword. Okay, so it's better to probably take Hardin. Sheeta. And everybody else, like, can you start this with less than 9 people? Lawrence is in for the defenses, and I think I'll just take the most defensible guys that we've got. Which means Roger, of all people, is coming back. And Tom, and, Doga. Doga returns. Cheney, Boa, and Paula. Alright, this time we'll do Hardin and the... I should have bought stuff with Hardin, or actually if I had bought stuff with Hardin, that would have made this a little bit more difficult. Actually, does it matter if it's Hardin or Agama because, like, they're going to have, like, so much trouble with this guy. What if I use the Thunder Sword? The Thunder Sword might actually do more damage, because this guy has... What does he have? He has, like, 12 defense. Yeah, I should have brought Gradius. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, you can't use the Thunder Sword on this guy. Because they're immune to magic, and the Thunder Sword is magic. Alright. Oh, this is better. Huh. Yeah, with the Dragon Sword, it's better. So, Gato comes with the Reserve Staff, which heals all units on the map, which is good because Hardin's gonna need that. And all of the armors just ended up in this little corner. That's not good. Can't promise I get away with 0 deaths in the final chapter. So I suppose that we just kind of have to roll with whatever comes our way. Just look at these starting positions. You've got guys in this little corner right here. There's guys up in these corners. And if you take too long, the doors in this area are actually sealed. Like, all of the doors lock and they trap you inside. So you need door keys or thieves to be able to survive this. It's actually pretty crazy. Alright, I'm definitely giving Agama the Dragon Sword next time. Because I think I'm not going to survive this. So I can reserve again. And unless we get unless Hardin gets a crit here, this is probably over. Yeah. This is just the final chapter, so it's like... This is just how the final chapter of Fire Emblem 1 is. So I think I've got a grip on what I want to do here. We send in Agama with the Dragon Sword. And that's probably going to have to be how it works. Okay, so try it again. Give you this. I hate banking on crits, but sometimes that's all you can really do. Oh, he never equipped the thing. Oh, darn it. Well, whatever. Yeah, he's much more defensible than Hardin, at any rate. And we're probably gonna lose a bunch of units. Isn't that fabulous? Alright. I would like you to crit him. Maybe we could... You know, we have the warps, so maybe if we warped in Marth, it might be okay? I suppose we could warp in Marth now. We're eventually going to do that. Yeah. So we could use the Miracle Sword to at least get rid of one of the snipers. Give ourselves a little insurance. And that's one more warp. I don't think... I think I already counted the one where... Yeah. So... I'm gonna make sure I have the correct number of warps recorded. There were 15 warps used throughout the game. We've lost 4 when Rena died, and we have 2 left. So yeah, 21 warps. Wow, Jake got a level. Who would have thought? These guys are so dead, by the way. I'm just, Oh yeah, they're so dead. But you might as well try to, fight for their survival, right? Yeah, they're so dead. Prepare to add a bunch more deaths to that tally. A lot more if these guys, don't live. Oh, this guy, I think, drops a dragon sword. Just in case. You need another one. And we have reserve wands, so the enemy is, yeah. Alright, so Beck's down, that's 1. At least he got rid of Beck. Yeah, see? Door locked behind me, and now I'm stuck. I could run out of Dragon Sword, actually. Ogma, can I have a... So we have to Falchion this guy. Wow, Jake. You missed when it counted the most. That's 2. That's 3. And then there's these goofballs too. 4. Well, at least the good ending is guaranteed now. 5. I'm not updating the tally until I finish the game, I think, because you never know. Please drop your dragon sword. Okay, he did. Good. We still have a chance. Six. And this is actually turning out a lot worse than I was hoping it would. No, it's a demon dragon, so thunder swords don't work. So number of deaths is up to 6. As long as we get to Madiath, I think we're all right. Madius, whatever. Cheney is just dodging these guys. Wow. Aguma, we need one of your crits. Well, we're getting there at least. Oh, only 1 damage. Yeah, now we get the crit. How many deaths have there been? I think like... I can't remember. 5 or 6. Yeah, it's definitely been 6. And that makes 7. Okay, Marth, you should be able to finish this guy off. Okay, there we go. The way to Mediath is open. 7 deaths and a lot of headaches later. I'm just gonna get rid of this guy. Oh. Okay, good. Crit. Drops a silver sword. Suppose that's helpful. I guess I can record the number of deaths now. 14 of them. Oh, and we have reinforcements. This is not going to be good. Alright, I think what I'm going to do is... Should I move here and just attack the priest? Probably. I'll just let Mediath come to me. Aguma can deal with this guy in the meantime. So it's been one heck of a journey, but it is time for the final boss, Medius, to make his grand entrance. I think he attacks first. Yes, he does. And here it goes. Look at this glorious animation. I've always thought this looked weird, but it's probably pretty epic for 1990 standards. And look at what the Falchion does to this guy. The attack bar there is completely full. 13 damage, and Marth doubles. The clerics are going to heal, because they're going to cast reserve, but I think we have got this in the bag at this point. Who even cares about the scrubs? I think that this demon dragon actually has a better shot against Marth than Medius does. It's a good thing only Medius matters. Now, I'm actually not sure if you are supposed to seize the throne after killing him in the Shadow Dragon version on the DS, but you definitely have to seize the throne on the Super Famicom version. In this version, you just have to kill Medius. So I think we can finish it right here, as long as Marth doesn't miss, but I don't think he will. As we say in Mortal Kombat, finish him! He's doing flips, he's, What?! Are you for real?! Okay. Rewind, because I hope you can rewind all the way. Okay. Well, that took the wind out of my sails. Yep. I hope a lot of people saw that, because that was actually really... It was my turn anyways. Okay, cool. Ow. So after all of that, Medius can still crit you. Okay, here we go. There we go. Everything is done. It's all done. We get to watch this death animation, which actually looks worse than the one from the Final Fantasy final boss. Yeah, you lost to humans. When you're weak against the super weapon, that's kind of a given. As long as there's darkness, my manifestations will appear. Remember, as long as there is light, there will always be darkness. Yeah. It's over, people! Sheeta is not a thing, Nina. And there we go. That's the end to Fire Emblem 1. Oh my goodness. It certainly took a long time, and there were ups, there were downs, there were lots of annoyances, but, you know, if you make it to this ending, you have earned the satisfaction, you have earned the ending scenes. Really great start to the franchise, in my opinion, even if it's a very bumpy uphill road. I mean, I don't even think this is the worst Fire Emblem game, but emulation has kind of made it easier to tolerate the slow sluggishness of it, and, yeah. I think they have this on the Japanese Virtual Console, so I think it would be nice if they, I don't know, maybe if they released it on a, like, just as a novelty on some kind of, like, package with Shadow Dragon or something. I don't know. But that's the end, and this Castrol is going to go very slowly. And we also have a montage of all of the different songs from throughout the game, so that's very nice. So, to all of my viewers who stuck with me to the end, thank you very much for watching all of these streams. It was very nice to be able to do this for the 30th anniversary of Fire Emblem. I know I'm not that popular a guy, so not many people will see this, and I'm not really the best Let's Player there is anyways. So, I was just happy to be able to play this on a stream. I don't stream often. Gosh, this is one long list of characters. Can it go any quicker? I guess they want to give the music time. Oh yes, and we now have turn counts, so this is going to be fun to look at. I beat Chapter 1 in 7 turns, Chapter 2 in 5 turns. These are pretty low. My record for this is 280, I think. I've beaten this game in less than 280 turns. Or was it 270 turns? These are looking good so far, but I know there's going to be... Port Warren in 4 turns. I remember that map. Chapter 10 took 21 turns because of all of the slowness I had to do. Yeah, this is where the turn counts start getting more and more annoying to look at. Maybe I'll get extremely lucky and have all of this done in 250 turns? I don't know, what do the viewers think? What will the final turn count be? Of course, all that arena abuse I did with Camus's map led to it being done in 27 turns. And 24 turns for the stupid Wyvern spammy map. Ha! Just 2 turns for Chapter 24. And 8 turns for the grand finale. Okay. Under 300. Alright, under 300 is good enough for me. That was not as good as my previous run, I think. And now we have a staff role. So we can give thanks to all of the great people who worked on this game and started one of my most favorite franchises. Except you, Shozo Kaga. You aren't welcome here. So yes, I did not say the director's name, but you know, director is a very important position. Hirokazu Tanaka and Yuka Banba. Yuka Banba, is that Sugiyoko? No, wait. Yuka Sugiyoko? Yeah. Or no? Ah, and Gunpei Yokoi was the producer. Rest in peace. Yeah, it was Sugiyoko, was the name of the composer, along with Tanaka, who worked on Metroid, Earthbound, and a bunch of other great games. Highly underappreciated musicians. And now the Where Are They Now epilogue, that is common for Fire Emblem, doesn't show win rates, but that's fine, I think. More womanly? I don't want to know what that means. Jake's dead. This translation patch doesn't really... Like, some dialogue is still left buggy. Like, most of the death quotes, I think, for this epilogue. There's actually a second ending if you beat Medius, but Sheeta is dead. It affects the ending script, but unfortunately, that's left untranslated. Ah, Chini, sorry to lose you in the final chapter, but I blame the placement of the units. Like, who attacks a castle and ends up with that split formation like that? That doesn't work. Well, I guess with Boa dead, then the sequel becomes impossible, so we just caused a time paradox. Oh, I like how they slid the portrait over to the left so you wouldn't realize it was the same portrait, I guess. So many deaths. But Minerva's still around. Ah, Katua, you will be missed. Fortunately, we have another blue-haired Pegasus Knight to take your place. I think the reason the grammar is a little weird is because of the, just the fact that you don't have a lot of space for text here. Now that's gonna change in the sequel. Can't let you do that, Star-Lord. Oh, he's still married Nina. Even if Bo is dead, so I guess the sequel is still happening. Aw, Merrick! Rena's gone. Julian's gone. Me name Bidaros. Everyone's disappearing and stuff. It's so kind of sad. No rumors, really? And there's gonna be like 4 or 5 of these that just say he's restoring Akanea or something. Okay, maybe not. I just remember there's like 4 or 5 of them that are the same thing. He built a monastery where there will be a combat academy and 3 houses. I'm making stupid jokes. Doga, you're not even in the next game, dude. Wow, Abel lost. Sorry, Mr. Eyebrows. These two had the best portraits, I swear. For the rest of his very short life. Someday, see you again. Yes, see you again, people. Fiend. I don't think there's anything else after this screen, so we will cut the stream here. Thank you, everybody who watched this. Yeah, I hope I'll be able to do a stream like this again sometime. There are a couple of other anniversaries coming up. Happy 30th anniversary, Fire Emblem 1. I look forward to whatever the future games in the series are going to be like. So yeah, Fire Emblem fan through and through. Maybe I'll get back to F-Zero or Advance Wars or something, I don't know. There's a lot I want to do. But that will conclude the 30th anniversary stream. Thanks for watching, everybody. See ya.